CHAMPS is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Michigan Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Planning for your future, because your future begins now. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Smethkamp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Come visit Telegraph Road's newest Dodge and Ram truck dealer, serving Detroit. Coming to you from the Zenith Prep Kickoff Classic as State Champs starts another school year. Hi, everybody. I'm Lauren Plants, and we are always presented by Lawrence Technological University. We have no less than 4 games from here at the PKC. Our main event, the Thursday nightcap, Detroit Catholic Central meeting Walled Lake Western.
Hey, guys. I'm Kiara Hay. Football highlights aren't all we have on the show this week. We also got boys soccer highlights, along with volleyball, girls golf, and girls swimming.
The 11th State Champs Hungry Howie's Mr. Football race is now in full swing. And coming up, we have another announcement to make regarding a brand new football award. It's big, literally.
Yeah, it's literally big, but enough of that stuff. The boys are warming up now. It's Utica Eisenhower versus Oak Park. Let the season begin.
2 teams who competed in the opener last season, Eisenhower beating Oak Park a year ago. Knights, they return a 6'5" Mr. Football candidate in quarterback Dwan Mathis. Early second quarter, the Ohio State commit slings it across his body. The junior Jesse Brown brings it down. Knights opened up a 19-point lead. Eisenhower, Blake Rez Teague. Nice toss to Caleb Oyster, who pinballs his way to a 30-yard score. Eagles trailed 19-13 at the break. But that's as close as it would get. Check the elusiveness of senior tailback Phillip Stewart. He finds daylight and the end zone. 14 touches, 180 yards rushing for Stewart. Oak Park exacts revenge, beats Utica Eisenhower 31-13.
I'm Kevin Trozinski, staying at the PKC as we had 2 downriver foes going at it on the gridiron. The Trenton Trojans clashed with the Jaguars of Allen Park. Middle of the first quarter. Trenton at midfield. Senior quarterback Jay Solano with the fast dump to senior Gabe Dory. A quick cut, and he is gone. The Trojans up early with the 7-0 lead. But back come the Jags. Senior quarterback Nick Arnoldi with the quick release to Jacob Marcy. A little juke, and the senior reaches pay dirt on the 16-yard reception. Less than 5 minutes to go in the game. Solano had a heck of a game in the air and slips this one into the hands of Jacob Dory. He is in for 6. Trenton missed the extra point and are up 27-21. Allen Park has a chance to tie it up with less than 10 seconds left. Arnoldi looking for an open receiver. He puts it up, but it's intercepted by senior Sam Sauve. Trenton sneaks away with the W, beating Allen Park 27-21, the final.
I'm Rachel Zerby from the UP. It was a rainy start to the football season. Negaunee hosting Iron Mountain, and this game was a tale of 2 halves. The first half belongs to Negaunee. Late in the first, quarterback Jason Waterman runs it in from 5 yards out to get the first score of the game, 6-0 Miners after a failed extra point. Negaunee would hold Iron Mountain scoreless in the first half and head into the locker room up 9-0. Mountaineers starting to connect the dots in the second half. Marcus Johnson scrambling, he connects with Charlie Gerhard downfield for the 55-yard touchdown. Iron Mountain now down 3. In the fourth, Johnson takes it to the promised land. A 32-yard TD run lifts Iron Mountain to a 12-9 lead, and that would be the final from Negaunee. Escanaba opening the season on the road at Alpena. Tie game at halftime to the third. Esky gets the QB sneak to go to take a 7-point lead, but Logan Guthrie had himself a day. The CMU verbal commit stumbles into the end zone. Now the 2-point conversion, and it's good. He finished with 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. The Eskimos trying to fight back through the air, but Eli Winner says no. A huge interception there would lead to another Alpena touchdown, and the Wildcats hang on to beat Escanaba 30-21.
Kiera here to give you highlights of the OAA Girls Golf Y Division meet. We go to the opening hole on the course, and this is the junior Chloe Collin from Birmingham Groves draining the 5-foot putt to save par, and the Falcons finished in 3rd place. Next, we take a look at Rochester Adams. The sophomore Carly Ortwine here on the first gets the 4-footer to go in for par as the Highlanders were your runner-up. This day would belong to Rochester Hills Stony Creek. On the first hole, this is the senior Domity Shambin from behind the green with her third shot and gets the pitch within 4 feet of the cup. She would then knock it in for par as she would shoot a 3 over 74 as the Cougars go on to take the first OAA White Division meet.
I'm Kevin Trzynski, and we go to the Cranbrook Swim Quad. Cranbrook, Trenton, Milan, and Detroit Country Day competing in this event. We pick things up in the 100-yard breaststroke. Bottom of your screen, it would be Jay McClellan from Trenton High School that would touch the wall first for the victory. Move now to the 200 free. Lizzie McKenna of Milan would have the edge over Justine Murdoch of Cranbrook to get the win. Cranbrook, the defending Division III state champs, would be too much in this one. Gwen Woodbury would take 2 events in this, including here in the 100 butterfly, as Cranbrook goes on to take the quad.
Today, we'd like to talk to you about football rules changes for the upcoming season. The biggest rules change in high school football across the country this year involved player safety. When any required player equipment is missing or worn improperly, an official's timeout shall be declared and the player must come out of the game for at least 1 down. This includes players not wearing knee or thigh pads or rolling their pants above the knees and equipment such as shoulder pads or back pads being exposed. The other change continues to hone the definition of a defenseless player, this time affecting the quarterback once he's thrown the ball and becomes a passer. Until that time, he's defined as a runner, and as a passer, he continues to be defenseless until the pass ends or he moves to participate in the play. The penalty for hitting a defenseless player is 15 yards. For more information about football, please visit the MHSAA website.
Hey guys, I'm Kiara Hay, still having a great time here at the PKC. We here at State Champs are always expanding our digital footprint, so we have an exclusive game from the PKC that will be available online only. We're calling it our Digital Game of the Week, and it'll be between Detroit King and East St. Louis, so make sure to follow us on all our social media. We got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or you can visit our website at statechampsnetwork.com. Don't go anywhere because we have more highlights coming up next.
I want to be a dermatologist, and though a lot of universities tried to recruit me for basketball, Lawrence Tech had the science curriculum that I wanted. LTU's Southfield campus is a great place to learn, and the classes are small enough that I don't have to wait for office hours to talk to my professors. They're usually right by my side, challenging me and guiding me toward a successful future. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
You've worked hard to raise your family and build a happy life for them. Don't let unforeseen circumstances jeopardize everything you've built. Planning for Your Future is a law firm that makes it easy and affordable to protect your family with estate planning, wills, trusts, deeds, power of attorney, minor, and elder care. The experts at Planning for Your Future will meet with you, prepare your documents, and make sure you understand what each does. So contact Planning for Your Future today to set up your free phone consultation, because your future begins now.
You ready, Darius?
Let's do it. Anybody want an autograph?
Autograph? We're here for the stuffed crust pizza.
Stuffed crust pizza? Hey, who do you think you are? End of the line, pal.
Flavor fanatics love stuffing their faces with our stuffed flavored crust. Get one for only $2 more on any large original round pizza.
Hungry?
Howie's!
The Utica Eisenhower cheerleading team. Now let's get back to the highlights here on State Champs.
I'm Ashley Riggs from the West Michigan area, and first up we have Forest Hills Central at Jenison. Tied up at 7 just before the half, and the Rangers' Luke Majek finds Hayden Sargent over the middle for the 19-yard TD and a 14-7 lead at half. Later, Forest Hills' Cameron Deans takes this one in from 6 yards out for the 21-13 lead. After another TD run from Jenison's Knott, he's looking to lead a game-winning drive, and he goes deep, but it's tipped into the air, and Forest Hills Central's Evan Meta dives for the interception to seal the victory. Forest Hills Central gets the win, 21-19. Next up, it's Saugatuck starting the season by hosting Class B Comstock High School. Opening drive, Comstock quarterback Jacob Wells speeds down the sideline more than 20 yards for the score. Saugatuck goes on to block the extra point. Then mid-second quarter, Dunn extends the lead by hurtling in for the touchdown thanks to a key block. And from there, the Indians never look back. Saugatuck wins their opener 55-32. And now it's Hopkins playing host to Ravenna in their season opener. Third quarter, Vikings lead 21-8, but they're backed up on their own 5-yard line. Nolan Smith hits Hunter Llewellyn in stride down the middle, and the Bulldogs can't catch up to him. It's a 95-yard Hopkins touchdown. It's 28-8. Later in the third, Ravenna attempting to keep it close. Fourth down, Connor Kilborn connects with Calvin Shulo, making the score at 28-16. But the Vikings were too powerful tonight. Smith scoring here on the QB keeper, and Hopkins gets the win, 42-30 the final.
We go back to the Prep Kickoff Classic as Davison took on the Warriors of Southfield A&T. We picked things up in the first half with Davison leading by 14. Cannon Hall dumps it off to Brennan Sullivan. Watch the senior do the rest as he takes the hit right at the end zone, but brushes it off for the 51-yard touchdown. Cardinals up 21-0 at halftime. But too much Davison on this night as Hall sneaks it in for the touchdown as Davison beats Southfield A&T for the second year in a row, 28-6 the final. We go now to Monroe Volleyball Quad from Wednesday afternoon. In the first game, we spotlight the host school Monroe taking on the Dexter Dreadnoughts. It would be too much Dexter on this afternoon. On match point, Sarah Schaefer with the feed to Quinn LaFontaine, who sends it home for the winner as the Dreadnoughts goes on to sweep Monroe in 2 games. On the other court in the quad, we had Cheryl Stockwell out of Howell making its state champs debut, going up against the Crestals from Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central. The 5-time Class C state champs will prevail in this one. Jessica Long gets it to Michaela Hout. That blast was killer. Monroe SMCC will go to win in 2 games.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University. School is back in session and athletic competition is too. LTU is kicking off this year with 23 D2 level scholarship men's and women's sports, with most competing in the NAIA. That includes, for the first time in 70 years, football. We caught up with the athletic director, Scott Trudeau, to discuss the evolution of sports at Lawrence Tech and to find out what the Blue Devil future has in store.
Look back at the last 8 years and I'm just amazed at how fast we've grown. You know, we started with 5 club teams back then, and you know, if I was to guess, I would thought we'd been at 16, 18 teams, but this year we're gonna have 26 teams competing at a varsity level, so it's really grown very quickly. We had a staff of 1. Now we've got about 40, 50 staff members and a lot of part-timers on top of that too, so it's been a very rapidly growing department.
If you are interested in becoming a Blue Devil athlete, recruit yourself. You heard me. Head over to LTUathletics.com to find out how.
All right, hope you're enjoying the show. We love having state champs back in action. Hey, high school football fans, we've got 2 podcasts now we're cooking up each and every week. Thursday at 3, it's the football forecast. Mondays at 5, it's Extra Point. We're covering it all. Sean Belizian, Scott Bernstein, Matt Mowry, myself, Alan True. Check it out. We're giving you all that you need to know about what's happening in high school football. We got that big announcement coming out on our new award. We got Mr. Football and something else. Stay tuned.
The ones who wake up every morning ready to take on the world. The ones who push their limits to be better than the rest. You're looking to join a team of leaders who want to be challenged. You want to be pushed to your limits. You value freedom and think you have what it takes. The ones with speed, strength, intellect, and determination. Michigan Army National Guard. We see you.
Are you stuck in your job? Getting frustrated playing the waiting game for the next opportunity to advance your career? Let Blue Chip Talent help. As an award-winning talent acquisition company, our specialty is matching candidates with careers in IT and engineering. At Blue Chip Talent, we take a laser-focused approach to reaching your career goals. We have access to jobs you won't find anywhere else to help advance your career faster and easier. Plus, we take care of you. Employees receive industry-leading benefits and competitive perks. Don't waste another minute worrying, because we are ridiculously good at advancing careers.
Hey,
It's my student age. Okay, let's go. Time to go to college. How can I get started? Wanna gain more knowledge, but I can't pay out of pocket. Call my student aid today and we can get you on the way. If you really want it, all you gotta do is make a way. Looking for a scholarship, you trying to land some grants? Visit my student aid and we can help with that. My student aid has the knowledge and tools to make college accessible, affordable for you.
It's tough to improve on an original, and Sneth Camp is Metro Detroit's original Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. We sell vehicles that are up for a challenge, and when it comes to our sales and service experience, that's the same way we do business. This is who we are, and this is what we do. Don't miss the summer clearance event at Sneth Camp on Telegraph at Plymouth Road in Redford.
Sneth Camp, Metro Detroit's original. Sneth Camp, Sneth Camp.
All right, welcome back to Wayne State and the Prep Kickoff Classic. Look who I found. It's Sean Belizean. That means we're here to talk about the Hungry Howie's Mr. Football race. Sean's got 3 guys locked and loaded he wants to chat about.
Let's start with Roderick Hurd. This is a guy that is a dual threat. He can hurt you in 2 different ways. He's a back, he's a corner. This young man is committed to Northwestern in 2019. How about DeVell Washington? If you haven't heard the name, you soon will. He's hard to miss. He's 6'4", over 200 pounds. He's got a great pedigree. He is going to be a stud. And then how about Darian McKinney? He's a tremendous corner, and he's a speed back out of the backfield. He is definitely going to be one to watch and a commitment to Northern Illinois.
All right, well, as you mentioned at the top of the show, we now have 2 awards that we're giving out when it comes to high school football. Mr. Football, which we just talked about, and there's new names on that list. Some guys are getting a little upset over the fact that guys were pulled from the first list. Well, they weren't pulled. They were transferred. We have what's called now the State Champs Anvil Award. This is going to be up next week. You'll be able to vote on it. It's for offensive linemen, defensive linemen, linebackers. It's to support those guys. It's going to be a great competition. We are excited to do it.
I'm fired up. I think it's long overdue. Props to you, Lauren. Props to everybody out there for making this happen. 2 categories, and we're showing the linemen the love that you guys deserve.
Go to the website and vote.
Hi, we're the Trojan Pit. Are you ready for some more highlights? Let's go!
Lauren back here, and we go to the pitch for an early showdown with a pair of rivals. Northville visiting their neighbors Novi at Meadows Stadium. Novi in green, district finalists in 2017. First half, senior Gonzalo San Cristobal, the hot shot but denied by a diving Robert Damron. 11 minutes into the second half, Mustangs looking to bust the bagel. Jacob Pickler with the long ball to Adam Silberg. Great chance for the senior, but off the post. That's the ball game. Round 1 between these 2 rivals ends in a 0-0 draw. Back to football, and we couldn't wait for the battle of the defending state champs. The Big Reds of Muskegon, the Division III champions, hosting the D2 title holders, the Pilots of Warren de La Salle. First quarter, Pilot QB Anthony Stepnitz rocks and fires over top to Josh DeBerry. Pilots led 7-6 after 1. In his first start for Muskegon since transferring from Muskegon Catholic Central, new QB Cameron Martinez on the keeper. 39 yards to the house. Martinez on the march again. Look at this kid. The junior styling and profiling. 35-yard TD. Mighty Muskegon beats Warren de La Salle 36-21. And finally, back to the Prep Kickoff Classic. We had Detroit Cass Tech taking on River Rouge. First ever meeting between the 2 schools. Cass Tech, 3 Division I state titles in the last 7 years. In the first, going forward on 4th down, the senior Lou Arthur Nichols up the middle and gone. 35-yard touchdown. Technicians led 6-0 after the first. More from the CT Running Express. They have a Mr. Football candidate in the Colorado-bound Jaron Mangum. The senior high stepping it into the end zone. Cass led by 13 at halftime. 8 minutes to go in the third. Technicians would capitalize off a Rouge turnover. The senior Jordan Lowe running up the 18-yard score that put him up 19. All Cass Tech in this one. Mangum once again scores from 11 yards out. Then it's Nichols, the Central Michigan commit, busting free. 40-yard touchdown. Cass Tech wins convincingly over River Rouge, 40-7 the final.
This is Alan True from 24/7 Sports with this week's State Champs Recruit Report presented by Michigan Student Aid. Justin Rogers from Oak Park, 2020 offensive lineman, who recently said he's committing soon. We're not sure exactly how soon that's going to be, but Justin is down to a couple of schools, or has a couple of schools that he favors. We think Georgia and Ohio State are two of those top schools. Look for USC to be in the mix as well as Justin prepares to maybe take some visits this fall and come closer to a decision. Another top 2020 prospect in the state is Port Huron Northern defensive end Braden McGregor. Braden is going to be one of the first guys in the state to take a major visit this year when he's at Notre Dame on September 1st when the Irish take on the Michigan Wolverines. For this week's State Champs Recruit Report, presented by Michigan Student Aid, I'm Alan True.
Michigan Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Go to michigan.gov/MI Student Aid for more information.
Hi, I'm Lou Battanti. I'm president of Yellow Flag Productions and producers of the Emmy Award television show State Champs Sports Network. When I started State Champs 15 years ago, our mission was very clear. We will cover all high school sports throughout their entire season. We continue with that commitment today and into the future. Having been a high school athlete, a parent of high school athletes, and a high school football coach for 15 years, I know how important these years are to the student athlete and their parents. Our goal is to cover as many games possible during any given week. We love hearing from everyone on our various social media platforms and urge you to continue to communicate with us. State Champs organization is a blend of seasoned professionals in video, editing, journalism, and social media. We also employ many young people through internships and full-time opportunities. We are committed as a team to produce the best and most positive TV shows. We are proud of the list of media alumni who are currently enjoying their craft throughout the United States. I'm pleased to announce that State Champs will be launching this weekend throughout the state of Indiana with their own edition of high school sports coverage. Our plan by the fall of 2019 is to introduce State Champs in 6 new markets throughout the Midwest. Yellow Flag Productions also produced the only high school robotics TV show, RoboZone, in the nation. And we soon be producing Michigan high school esports competitions. We are proud to be associated with Lawrence Tech as their sports and academics continue to grow. And our strong alliance with Fox Sports Networks and the Michigan and Indiana High School Athletic Associations. Again, I want to thank the terrific support we get from our sponsors, and especially all the athletic directors, coaches, referees, parents, and the student athletes. Good luck to all the teams this year during their season. Thank you.
I love working for Stryker.
I'm genuinely excited to come to work every day.
We support each other and look out for each other.
I love Stryker because we are like a family.
At Stryker, I own my career.
There are so many different places Stryker can take me in the next 5 years.
Together, with our
customers,
we are driven
to make
healthcare better.
Great people with a strong mission and values can accomplish great things together.
I want a career in robotics and automation, so I chose Lawrence Tech for its first in Michigan robotics engineering program. LTU's brand new STEM complex has a robotics lab where we can design, build, and program robots in a creative atmosphere. And the best thing is, I haven't graduated yet, but I already have a job in my field. I know I made the right choice for my career. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for 1 medium pizza at participating locations.
Hungry Howie's makes it easy. It's just a little mini pizza box, but we make lots of money, lots of dough.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
Welcome back to State Champs. Hey, main event time on the program. 2 proud programs with rich traditions who've only met 3 times in their history getting together. It's the Catholic League's Detroit Catholic Central taking on the Lakes Valley Conference's Walled Lake Western. You ready? Go.
Tons of anticipation for the Thursday night PKC capper. Lots of hype for the Walled Lake Western Detroit Catholic Central matchup. First-year coach Dan Anderson got his Shamrocks as far as the D1 state semis last year. Traditions still stand. Bring it on defense. Pound the rock. Kid who just transferred in from Alabama getting credit for the first CC score of the season. Senior Bryson Trenton producing a creative 7-zip advantage. More from the Catholic Central ground attack in the second quarter after turning it over on his first carry of the year, slowing it down for the senior Keegan Kohler who makes amends. 7-yard touchdown, Shamrocks up 14. Walled Lake Western needed something to happen before the break. Following a 50-yard pitch and catch, the senior KJ Jackson finishing it off. Warriors with some momentum, only down 7. But CC put together a 10-play, 91-yard clock-munching drive that pretty much ate up the third quarter. Junior Jack Burks making it a 21-7 ball game into the fourth. Kohler was killing it, almost 250 yards rushing on 25 carries. This 16-yard score sealed it. Detroit Catholic Central gets a big Week 1 W, defeating Walled Lake Western 28-7.
All right, guys, that's it for us this week. We want to send a big thank you to the Detroit Sports Commission for putting on another great event.
Absolutely, and every week we are going to end the show with some more sound and spirit from some more accomplished young people. So we will see you next week on State Champs. State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Michigan Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Planning for your future, because your future begins now. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Sneth Camp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Come visit Telegraph Road's newest Dodge and Ram truck dealer serving Detroit.